And we have seen that cold front push south of the area. Humidity levels have been coming down all day. So despite temperatures being almost identical to where they were yesterday, it doesn't feel as hot or as oppressive because those humidity levels are dropping. And we're looking at a very nice day on Friday. Radar right now sweeping clear locally. We've been tracking a few of those showers off towards the south. Had some pop up over parts of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. You can see those pushing through Dare County. A few more through mainland parts of the Outer Banks and also just north of the Albemarle Sound. We've got a few more down here through Belhaven, pushing south and east. So we'll continue to look for those to push off through the Pamlico Sound. But for the rest of us this evening, we're looking at dry conditions. You can see that front located right through there and the big flare up of thunderstorms that are firing up down along the southern coast of North Carolina. But as that lower humidity and that lower, less humid air works its way in, we'll see improving conditions tonight. Skies continuing to clear out with those winds coming in out of the northeast. By 9 o'clock, readings in the 70s. And later tonight, we're looking at lows down into the 60s. And that's where we will start the day tomorrow. Quite a few spots in the lower 60s as well. Lots of sunshine as we go through the day on Friday. Northerly winds will keep temperatures down just a little bit. We'll go officially about 82. That's sort of an average. It might be a little bit cooler through coastal areas in the 70s along the Outer Banks and the eastern shore, near 80 degrees through Virginia Beach and Norfolk. But once you get inland, just away from the water, those temperatures will climb up a little bit more. And as I said, we'll average it out, say about 82 degrees tomorrow. As we look ahead towards tomorrow evening, looking great if you have plans to head out after and grab some dinner. And then on Saturday, still looking at a pretty nice day. Wind shift just a little bit, so we'll likely see those temperatures climbing a few degrees. And notice a little bit of moisture gathering off towards the south and west of us. But again, should be another nice day with seasonable temperatures, and then the humidity and the heat really start to build in as we get into early next week. Here's a live sky view in downtown Hampton. You can see just a couple of clouds out there. 84 degrees, winds out of the north-northeast at 8 miles per hour. Again, almost an identical temperature to yesterday, but yesterday the dew point was 72 degrees. Now it's 64, so that dew point has dropped quite a bit, so a little bit uncomfortable out there, but certainly not the oppressive to tropical weather that we saw through Hampton Roads yesterday. It's 80 in Currituck, 86 in Richmond, 85 Gloucester and Hertford, 82 in Hampton, 90 the warm spot in Williamsburg, and 75 degrees in Duck. So for tonight, continued clearing, 68 degrees. Tomorrow, 82, mostly sunny and pleasant. Partly cloudy and 65 tomorrow night, and mostly sunny on Saturday. Seasonable temperatures, a high of 84 degrees. And then on Father's Day Sunday, partly sunny skies up to 90 degrees. And then look at the heat early next week, 93 on Monday, 94 Tuesday, with just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Better chances Wednesday into Thursday, and that's when we'll see those temperatures drop as well.